Triple M Saturday rub style. Richard Marsden studio, South Melbourne. The Ducks in his really tight gym gear. Bill's in his really sloppy sort of half pyjama top. Damo's got a tie on. He's obviously got business on a Saturday, which I find extraordinary.
Yes.
And the BT, my man, he's just come in, not from Lawn.
Like a Parker.
A bit closer to town, I think,
Parker.
after last night's game. He's just drifted in from Fitzroy.
And on the Herald Sun front page yesterday. El Chapo.
It's not a puffer parka. It's a puffer coat.
Oh, I like it. Now, Damo, you've just carved out a little bit of this rub because we have got to this time of the year where we can pause for a second until final start.
Yep.
And you want to do something called?
We're going to call it overs and unders,
Right.
Jim.
How
So
does it
basically,
work?
it's going to work like this. I'm going to make a statement.
Yep.
If you like or agree with the statement, it's overs.
Yep.
If you don't like or disagree with the statement, it's unders.
Right.
And obviously, you've got allowances in both my statements
So
and
what is
your
it?
answers
What is it again?
for ambiguity and shade,
Right.
Reety.
Like is what?
If you like the statement I make,
Yeah.
it's overs.
It's overs.
If you don't like it, BT's writing this down, so he
Yeah,
gets
overs
it
and
right.
unders.
Don't like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's unders.
Unders.
But
Pretty
you've
easy,
got
BT.
the scope for some shade in your answer, BT. You can be ambiguous if you'd like to be, given that that's the way you are wide.
And I can refuse to answer.
No, you
No,
can't do
you
that.
have to give an over-under. You like this concept, Bill?
Yeah.
Over-unders.
I've got it. I've got it in my head.
Well, I'm going to start with you, Bill.
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go.
Wayne Carey has been in career best humour form on the Saturday Rub in 2019.
Unders. Is there an under?
Is there way under?
Don't ask me that. He's sitting there and I like Duck.
Well, why is he unders?
Well, he comes with stuff and he thinks it's funny. And he whacks you in the arm.
Listen, it's not funny
So
sometimes.
go with me. You go home with a bruised arm and you haven't laughed once. And then he looks around at Luke with his big tight T-shirt, and Luke's out the back going, "Oh, good one, Duck." And we're all sitting going, "That wasn't funny at all, Duck." So underarm.
Duck, time for you to get one back if you need to. Roaming Brian doesn't go long enough post-match.
Come on.
Doesn't go long enough.
Doesn't go long enough.
Unders. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? It goes way too long. In actual fact, it's just got a life of its own. The fact, this used to be a 5-minute segment. He's now doing half-time before game. He did Roaming Brian last night on the EJ Witten game, which was I thought that was very entertaining because you had some big stars there. But it's just,
I think
Oh,
it should have been over.
it's just gone It's just gone too far.
Got his own sponsor.
Too far, and we get off. Oh, yeah, and he went and got his own sponsor.
I didn't.
And you know the other reason why it's way under, a bit like me, way under, is because if the longer he takes for that, we've got to get 4 or 5 breaks on a Friday night game, which means I'm on air until 11:45.
There you
Yeah,
go. Jim,
there it is.
Geelong, the town.
Oh,
A
Jim,
beautiful part of the world.
Now, Jim.
The people at Geelong are superb. The town's a dump.
Wait,
And the ground is worse.
Oh, Jim.
Bill, GMHBA has the last decent game that was played there was in the late 70s.
Geelong, Brisbane this year.
Fair dinkum, Bill. It is an absolute. It's a narrow, skinny, cold, windy dump. And you've won 89 of the last 100 games there. So every time the games are over by quarter time, 9 times out of 10.
Perfect.
That no team can move the ball because it's like a cricket pitch.
Great for the natives.
No, Bill. No, underwhelming.
I'll tell you what it's good for, publicans.
Now,
Those home games.
But the people of Geelong are superb.
Oh, listen.
all right, we're out of time.
Brian,
now,
Brian.
Damon.
Thank you,
Brian, thank you, Brian.
We're out of time.
The US basketball team stole Melburnians' money.
Ooh,
Oh,
Brian?
Repeat the question.
The US basketball team stole Melburnians' money.
he doesn't know if it's under or over. He can't
No,
work
he's
it
trying to
out.
work out.
you can't work it
He's
out.
getting angry either way, though.
No, it's unders. No, they didn't steal it.
Didn't they?
They didn't steal the money at all. They came here. They're in a practice. There are practice games leading up to the World Cup. They played well. Australia beat them, unfortunately for them. But they delivered on what they came with. They just delivered a C grade team.
Well, where
I'll
were
stay
the
with you.
A-graders, Bristol?
Yeah.
Well, the
Carmelo Anthony.
The A graders. Carmelo Anthony.
Where was he?
the most selfish human being in the world.
Russ, where Russ?
Russell,
but-
sorry, he's 1A, the most selfish
You're
basketball in the world.
you're only saying that because the coach, Poppy,
Oh, yeah.
he
Yeah,
just gave you absolutely no. He gave roaming, Brian. He
nothing.
just thought,
He was
Oh,
unders with
roaming,
Rome.
Also,
I'll show roaming how to
thing or
really
two.
roam.
I'll stay with you, BT. Marvel Stadium is good for basketball, overs or unders.
that's definitely overs. Yeah, Marvel Stadium
Oh,
is just
yeah.
ideal for big concerts, basketballs. And I want to tell you something.
Rock climbing.
Just to cap it off. Marvel Stadium won the Best Stadium in the World award this year. So I don't have to say a thing.
All right, move on. Bill, Jim has taken his Instagram use to new levels in 2019.
Oh,
Overs or unders?
Over and out. Fair dinkum. He is
Influencer.
Influencer. He puts on an owl.
At James Brayshaw, Global and Trendy.
There it is there. He puts on his new car deal. Of
course.
And that stupid face and the smile, and he gets Lisa on there. Fair dinkum. He's an absolute flog.
Dark Carlton will be the 2020 version of the Brisbane Lions of 2019.
Overs. I agree. I think Carlton can play finals footy next year. I think they can rise rapidly.
They
I'm
will.
on the blue. I'm on the Teague train. Toot, toot. Toot, toot.
Oh, no, he thinks that's funny.
What's out? Oh, now he's getting belted.
Oh, he's looking at Luke through the window. Is that funny, big nose? and Duck's over laughing at his own stuff.
Again.
That's it.
Jim,
Yes.
Gil McLaughlin has had a good 2019.
I'm overs because I'm a buyer with Gil. I like a lot of what he does, and he does a brilliant job. And especially I've liked this year the fact that he hasn't dry humped more than one celebrity. Poor old Matt Damon came in.
Yeah.
One of the Hemsworths copped it.
He had to sew the skin back onto his hip because Gil had given him such a comprehensive drying. Poor bastard was just trying to watch a game of football at Marvel, mind his own business in a box, and Gil came in and just rubbed himself up in it.
Saddled
He
him.
had no skin left. He had to graft some skin back onto his hip. And Big Hemser down the front just gave him nothing. Just said, I don't even know who you are. I don't want to know.
He was Thor.
He was your thought.
Your Thor.
But does a very good job of running our competition, so overs for me.
And I'll have one more with you. I know you love the media, Jim. Football media in this town is the best in the world.
Unders. And I'll tell you why, because they've all got gun shy. A couple have copped a little clip along the way, and they've had a 10-year sook about it. Get over it.
Name 'em, Bob.
My old man said, Bill, to me from a young age, no good handing it out if you can't take
That's
it.
right.
So a couple have just handed it out.
Name 'em, Jim.
And then
Yeah.
they've copped
Name
a
'em.
little
Name
clipping.
'em.
Give us
They've
some.
copped a clipping on the way, but I can't because they're sooking it up so deluxe that they'll suck their thumb in the corner for a bloody decade more.
Well, who's the best media
Bill,
performer?
you've got to be able to cop it if you hand it out. That's
Well,
as simple as that.
we
So
all-
unders for me.
We all do that here.
Absolutely.
Oh, not more.
Lewis Martin has made his decision on Bruce McAvaney's replacement.
Over. He's made his decision.
Yep.
And he's sitting in this room, and I don't want to say anymore.
Oh, which one?
Well, Brian's already doing it.
I'm not doing it.
He's
Brian or
already the
JB?
man.
I'm just the bloody soldier.
Well,
Oh, hang on, he's corrected. He's been told something.
I don't want to mention Lewis because we got in trouble that time with Brian. He cracked it. He
He didn't talk for 3 segments.
Listen,
What happened that day?
I have said nothing ever to anyone.
The phone
and
will
Lewis,
go off.
You are
Lewis's
just
number
being-
came up in your phone,
You
and
are-
you just ran off mid-segment.
You are being mischievous, both of you, and this is just absolute nonsense.
Oh, is the phone going?
We'll
Go on,
mid-interview
tell everyone the phone's ringing now
Well-
when it's not.
No, not yet.
It's not now, but we'll wait. Lewis listens.
And just to let the people
I've
know how they try and set me up, Billy Brownless has just rung my phone, hoping that it wasn't on mute, so it would ring, and then you'd be able to say it was someone else.
There's
you
Lewis,
bastard.
I'm surprised Lewis hasn't rung.
And you grab it and walk outside, and then don't talk for 4 segments.
One more to you, Jim.
Yes.
Brian Taylor is the perfect team player in a commentary sense.
Unders.
Unders.
As far under as you can bury something is where that is.
I am a team player. Jeez, I'd never. I am. Look up the dictionary and you'll find me in team.
It's quality Bristol. The
one more
best
to you,
caller
Bill.
in football. We're lucky to have.
Yeah, we do love him.
One
we
more to
do
you,
love
Bill.
him.
Lucky
One
to
more
have
to you, Bill.
No, I've had enough.
Overs and unders. Does it come back next week?
We do.
Actually, that was good.
We do
I
love.
like
we
it.
do love him, and he's good at what he does, but he doesn't help you.
What do you mean?
Well, he does.
Go and ask
he's
Tony.
all about
Go and ask
me.
the new,
Brilliant.
local caller
What
on
about-
Triple M, Tony Armstrong. Go and ask him whether who in this room has helped him.
What about
Go and
Jason?
ask
What
him.
about Jason
What about-
Bennett?
Listen, tight skin.
What about
Go
Jason?
and ask him.
What about Jason
Don't
Bennett?
mention Jason Bennett.
What about
no.
Jason Bennett?
Jason
Tanya's
Bennett,
timing it.
He has come from ESPN. He's on top of the world. He doesn't need any help.
Hey, what about
Nigel?
What about when
Nigel Carmody?
Who? When Jason wrote the article, he said that Bruce is very helpful, but not you.
Oh, oh, that shut him
He
up.
did say that.
He can't answer that.
I'll tell you what, Lewis is about to ring right now. It's getting way too hot for you,
I've had
VT.
enough of your
Hey,
crap.
Damien,
Yeah.
I liked it. Well done.
Oh,
Yeah,
We'll do that
yeah,
again.
it was overs.
Yeah, it was over.
Yeah, it was,
it was
boy.
good. It was well over.
Hey, I tell you, we're going to a break. Well done, Damo.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it
Overs,
was
unders,
good.
beautiful. We'll do that again.